Consider this point, which has 0 dimensions. This is a line, a one-dimensional object, this is a square, a two-dimensional object, and this is a cube, a three-dimensional object. But what after that? Now the question is there a fourth dimension? If so, can we see objects from fourth dimension? A point is considered as zero-dimensional object, line a two-dimensional object, which is just 2 points connecting together, and similar is for a square and cube respectively. But imagining fourth dimension is almost impossible because we are three-dimensional beings. But we can construct a reference geometrical shape of fourth dimension similar to how we construct 3D from 2D. To the moment of truth, can we see four-dimensional objects in our three-dimensional world? To answer this, let's take a simple approach. Consider a 2D object on a 2D plane. Now, let's pass a 3D object, cylinder in this case, through this plane. When the cylinder approaches near the 2D observer, it grows bigger in size for the 2D observer, but the size of the cylinder remains constant as it passes through the observer, and after that, the cylinder vanishes for the 2D observer. Throughout this whole process, the 2D observer will only see 2D portion of the cylinder. Now, similar will happen if a 4D creature comes to our 3D world. Due to limitation of our world, we will see a 4D creature as a 3D, but it may have some weird properties. So, if we can't see how a 4D world or objects looks like, or if we can't travel to the fourth dimension, is there really a fourth dimension? For centuries, it was believed that time is same for everyone, and it flows constant for every object in one direction. Then, Einstein with his theory of relativity argued that time slows down when moving at high velocity and when around heavier objects. Later, this theory was proved through various calculations and observations, and it concluded that time and space together makes four dimension, called spacetime. It is impossible to show four dimensions of spacetime in our 2D screen, so we will consider 3 dimensions of space as 1, and the dimension of time is 1 as always. Any object always moves forward in time whether it moves through space or not, and when an object moves through space, its motion can be represented like this. But, can an object move backward in the dimension of time, or in simple words, can it travel back in time? That will be topic for another video. But does the 4 dimensions of spacetime really exists? Time dilation is the solid evidence of the 4D model of spacetime, and the phenomena of length contraction also supports this model. But the true nature is still unknown, though 4D model of spacetime has been widely accepted. The thought of higher dimensions is fascinating, but it is unlikely that we will see anything higher than 3 dimensions. But it is not a terrible idea to learn new things, and we here at Pi will provide fascinating topics in a simple way, so support us in our journey.